Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry for the short intro, but my camera died and I ran out of time. So let's just get into it. So first off, I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 15, I believe, just to prime my eyes before we do this eyeshadow look, which is an orange smoky look by the title, you can probably tell. For the base, I'm going in with just a kind of smaller fluffy brush, and I'm taking the light brown shade, which actually came out darker than I thought it would, but I'm just going to be using that as my transition shade all over my eyelid and try and avoid the lower lid. So I'm just going to blend from right to left with my big fluffy e.l.f. brush. I got that at like Walmart for $1, obviously. Now I'm taking the brown. It's got some like orangey red tints in it as well. And I'm taking that and I'm going to go in. Sorry, I sneezed. I'm going to go in from right to left and I'm just going to blend that in my crease and staying in my crease, and that's it. Because once I take a bigger blending brush, it's going to move upward on my lid and we don't want it going all over the place either. So blend, as I always say. I'm taking my bigger fluffy brush again and blending that all over. So now I'm going in with that dark shade. It's probably the darkest shade in this palette that I use every single time I do a makeup tutorial. And I'm going to take that really tightly dense brush and I'm going to put that on my lid. I think I switched it up right here and used a bigger dense brush, and I'm just adding brush so we can have more of a noticeable difference on here. And then I believe I'm going in with that same other brush just to pack on some more and just repeat. So now I'm going to be taking a brown liner pencil, and honestly I do not know what brand that was because it literally had nothing on it. Going in with that same small dense brush and just blending that out, kind of like you would smudge black eyeliner. So now we're going in with the same color that we used for our crease and just adding a little bit more in there and make sure everything's very well blended and there's no harsh or rough lines. So now we're taking another brush and we're going in with the very dark shade again, and we're kind of just repeating these steps until we get the perfect look. All you gotta do is keep adding and keep blending. So now here I'm using kind of an angled dense brush, and I'm going to do the lower outer corner, but I'm not really going to go into my upper eye. It's just going to be kind of like where you would do a winged line. So now I'm taking a makeup brush. You can either put tape or you can use a makeup wipe and just wipe it off. I didn't want a very harsh line, so I just used a makeup wipe. So now for our lower lash line, we're just going to use that burnt orange color again. Alright, now let's get started with the face. So first off, I'm using the Nivea Post Shave Balm, as always, as my primer. And then I'm using the Sonia Kashuk, as well as my Hard Candy Concealer to blend the perfect match. And then I'm going to be applying that all over my face with my damp beauty blender. So one of the tips for getting a really clean eye look is always do it before your foundation. I don't know, some people disagree with that, but I mean that's the easiest thing for me. I think that it causes less work because of fallout or whatever, and then you don't have to worry about wiping off any of your foundation, you know, if you mess up. So now I'm going to be taking that same concealer and I'm just going to be putting it in my T-zone and along the bridge of my nose, as well as my forehead, Cupid's bow, and the bottom of my chin. I'm running kind of low, so your girl's scraping. And then I'm going to be taking my damp beauty blender as well, and I'm just going to blend those out. And I really just like to lightly tap my beauty blender on my face in order to get the perfect blend. So now I'm taking the Wet n Wild contour palette, and I'm just taking the white shade and I'm setting the areas that I put concealer on. Now I'm taking the MAC bronzer, I believe this is in Golden, and I'm taking a big fluffy brush that I believe I got from Walmart, and I'm pretty much just bronzing my entire face. I put a spray tan on, so skin doesn't match my face. Alright, now I'm taking a liner, a liquid liner. It's like a pen. I got it in an Ipsy box, so I don't really remember the name of it, but I'm just going to be creating a wing. And I like to... Okay, sorry, back to the tutorial. I dropped liner on my white shirt, and we're just gonna go with it. We're just gonna rock it. So I'm taking my e.l.f. contour and blush palette, I believe it is, and just taking that brush that I always use for my contour from AliExpress, and I'm doing my cheekbones, the perimeter of my face, and yeah. So now I'm taking NARS blush. I will link the color below because I forgot to look. So for the final looks, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild highlight palette, and then I'm going to be finishing off with the CoverGirl Lash Blast mascara, and that's going to be finishing our look for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun making, and I'm really happy with the way that this turned out. And this is for all different eye types. So if you guys liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Bye guys!